gentlemen, those in between are neither. We are live. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host. And today we are going to be doing some Legends Arceus. Specifically, we are going to be doing some satchel hunting. If there are no satchels, then we'll do outbreaks. If there are no outbreaks, we'll just do static alphas and hoping that we get a shiny. Basically, I haven't touched Arceus on stream in a while, and I want to. So, we'll see if we can get any, like, shinies or anything interesting today. And before I continue, because there are no satchels, the reason I did not stream yesterday, because for those who may or may not have noticed, I was unwell, to put it mildly, and was just not up for stream. So that's why we kind of moved yesterday's stream to today. And it looks like we got absolutely nothing, which is fine, because we can do the static encounters for Heracross and Infernape. And if we get a Burmy tree, then we'll definitely be doing Burmy trees as well. So make sure that I've got Braviary set up. Make sure that I mark out the location. And we fly! And there is also the Alpha Rapidash around here too, but I don't fly by it enough to check it thoroughly. So, I'm not particularly worried about it. So yeah, the name of the game today is just to kind of vibe and shiny hunt at the same time. And those are Ponyta. And I don't see any Burmy trees either. Or, I shouldn't say Burmy trees, shaking trees. Yet either, which is a little unfortunate. Combi are fine, and that is a non-shiny Heracross. And so I will actually fly over here, because there is a Sky Tumblestone spot that I typically use to mine. Why? Because I can. And then we will go back to the Fieldlands camp, stow away our Tumblestones, so that way if I lose my satchel, I don't lose them. And now we will do a check for the Alpha Infernape. And just want to make sure I mark that. There we go. Yeah. And as we're flying by, we're also flying over Snorlax as well. I already have a shiny Alpha Snorlax, but I wouldn't say no to a second. I would not say no to a second shiny Alpha Snorlax. That looks normal. And for other shiny options, if I do end up getting the Infernape, I already have a shiny Alpha Lopunny, so I don't need to go after the static one. But there is Alakazam and Gyarados. And also Blissey if I really wanted to, but Blissey is like super subtle. So I don't plan on it, if that makes sense. And ooh, sparkly spot. That is worth the risk. There we go. Because the sparkly spots can give you Stardust, or I believe in the Obsidian Fieldlands it's Water Stones, and then in the Alabaster Icelands You can also get dawn stones. And that was not a shiny Infernape, so we will go back, stash away the stuff that we picked up, and go back to the village and just reset the process. Because we didn't catch anything, so we don't have to bother Laventon with a report. Well, I shouldn't say bother. That seems a little mean. We don't have to give him a report. Oh. It's been a while since I checked on the farm, so I need to go do that. Golza, hi. It's been a bit, I know. Oh, that's right, I was doing mints. Nice. I need some more apricorns. Granted, yes, I have over 100, but considering that I can craft Pokeballs, and I typically do more crafting than buying, at least in terms of jet balls, it's nice to have quite a few on hand. So I didn't see any satchels come in yet, and we've got massive mass outbreaks and normal outbreaks. Do I want to do an MMO, or do I want to just do a single? I think I'm gonna do an MMO, because I know I have enough berries for it. And my priorities with MMOs are to do the outbreaks that actually give you berries as well, so that way I can potentially recoup what I spend. Yes, 5 berries. Thank you, Munchlax. Alright, so what do we got? Unfortunately, it's not something that I particularly enjoy. So instead of doing a full reset, we will fly on out to Heracross. See if anything shines right away, because there is a possibility, and then we're going to fly back. Because I know at least for Monferno, that'll be a nice catch. And so that's the start of the outbreak. That's got nothing for me. At least as of right now. I know the Staravia one's up here. I might have actually flown over it. I don't know. So I at least want to check Heracross before going to any outbreaks. I didn't hear anything. That's not a shiny Heracross. So we are actually going to go back to the Monferno outbreak. And there's also a couple Chimchar outbreaks as well, which that would actually not be a bad find. The problem is Chimchar tends to run, so I need to be kind of careful. Also, ooh, that's an Infernape. Okay, we're just gonna park ourselves here and sneak up a little bit and start catching. There. Stay in the ball, please. Dang you. Why? The fact that you also get upset right now is just not the vibe. Thankfully your fire moves are weakened, because... Alright, so I need to knock you out before you start doing too much damage. We'll start with a bulldoze to get the move advantage. Or just knock you out. That works too. And you decided to follow the Infernape, which is not great. I do prefer catching over trying to fight these guys, because you get paid for catches. So I don't want to waste too many resources. There. And with the wing balls, I should have enough distance. Sir. Okay, now you knew that I was there, but you did not know I was there before. What the heck? Did I not crouch beforehand, and that's why you saw me? Oh. Yeah, I didn't crouch. Which is kind of annoying. And I'm going to swap into Walrein, because Walrein gets a boost in the rain. And I will say this now, I can typically do 3 MMOs per go around. Usually. But I'm also out of practice. So there might be a little bit of a learning curve. Do a little sneaking, because they're actually a little too far out, I think. Granted, the wing balls are great for that. Oh, come on. And you're the last one, I think. Because typically outbreaks are 13 Pokemon, I believe. Like, 13 Pokemon per. And it is nighttime, so we might either get a Shiny Drift Bloom or a Shiny Drift Blim, depending if we just get lucky. There's also Zubat here. So, as I said before, Chimchar do have a tendency to run. So we're just gonna try to stay in the grass as much as we can. And I think we'll be okay. And yes, I do have a soft spot for these little fire monkeys. Because Chimchar was actually my first starter ever. So. Ah. And he's just gonna run off. That's fine. Also, I do have a question as to how Chimchar can stay alive in the rain. Because I believe Chimchar follows the trope of if the fire on its back goes out, it passes away. Much like Charmander in the earlier games. I don't like the fact that there's a random tree in the way. Oop. Dang it, you moved. There we go. Now we're kind of in a rhythm. Buddy, you weren't supposed to... I think you're the last one, and this outbreak doesn't have anything special to it. So... There. You got it. No, buddy! You're not supposed to... There. You think hiding in the grass, using my own method against me, is going to fix this? You may or may not actually be right. There you are. You are out of the grass patch now. And I overshot. There. That took too many balls. Alrighty. Now, I don't need another Shinx, so I'm going to try and avoid it, if I can. And I don't know if the rain's going to clear up soon or not. Because if the rain clears up, that's it. The outbreaks are gone. Hydroflune. And we are switching over to daytime, so the spawns are going to switch. So instead of Zubat and Drifloon, we'll get Starly and I believe Kricketot. In this area in particular. And yes, I do realize that traveling to the Grand Tree Arena would be faster. However, I want to see as many Pokemon as I can, because I have actually had shinies show up on the way to outbreaks before, and that were not part of the outbreak. So I want to cover as many bases as I possibly can. And yeah, this is the spot to hide. So I really don't want Chimchar to run. We park, and these guys are standing in a river. How the heck? There. I have several questions. Why? Because it shouldn't be possible. Yeah, we're gonna move a little bit closer. Yep. Ah, this stream is just not being nice. Aww. That was very cute. There we go. It's gonna stay in the ball. Why did he go all the way up there? And we're just gonna move to the next grass patch, which is right over here. And the rain's about to clear. Hi, bud. Ooh, there's two of you now. And one of you is in the grass, so I need to make sure. Nope. Ha! Got you right on the back. Nope. a better vantage point. And it's gone. So this will be the last Chimchar. And we'll also check the Infernape as well. Simply just because we're that close to it, so... And we already checked out Herragrass, so... Might as well be somewhat consistent, right? And that moment when you realize you're going to the wrong island. Oops. And now, yes, it is raining. However, there will not be a reoccurrence of outbreaks. It's kind of a one-time deal, unfortunately. And to the item storage, because I realized that I did not stash my mints before I left. That was a poor move on my part. We will sort our inventory, because I like things to be somewhat neat, at least in games. We will restock on those. And I will do a little bit of crafting in terms of jet balls and the extra feather balls. And there. I only had one King's Leaf, so. And there. I don't use bait very often anymore because I've just had that much practice. But you can use bait to try to draw Pokemon to you if you feel the absolute need to. And we did very well for taking the time to check the Heracross. We did very well. But we will release these guys back to the wild. Because they are not shinies. There we go. And then we will store the grit items we picked up. I typically sell my grit items when I reach a certain amount. And I am not at that point yet. But if you're not concerned about raising your Pokemon's like stat values and stuff, you can just sell off the grit items for a good chunk of cash. Alright, Laventon. Yeah, we kind of focused on the monkeys, I will admit. But we did a good job. We did a very good job. Oh. Okay. Nice. We made a little bit more progress toward perfecting the dex entries. Granted, I'm not necessarily going for perfection, but my odds are boosted. Just for the sake of being transparent. Because I have rank 10 on most of the dex entries that I've taken the time to catch. Still no satchels yet, unfortunately. And after this go round, I will check the farm to see if the harvest is ready. Ooh! Ooh! Hisuian Braviary mass outbreak? Yes, please. We'll start at the Snowfields camp because I don't know where that location is. Okay, let's... Oh, it's at the top of the map! Okay. Okay, it looks like we're gonna be flying for a bit. Which is fine, because we're not under any sort of time crunch. Also making sure that Walrein is at the top of my party, because Hisui and Braviary get aggressive if you are spotted by them, so I'm giving myself the best advantage. Also, we might get a shiny on our way over there, because I know we're going to be flying over several other alphas as well. Mainly Glalie, as you can see, and then Mamoswine as well. And I don't want to take my chances with going after the ore spots around here, because Avalug, well, not Avalug, because Mamoswine is... I'll be honest, Mamoswine, like most alpha Pokemon, is terrifying. And I'd really rather not, you know? I'd really rather not. And then we'll just use Sneasler to do a bit of climbing. You can also use Braviary as well, but Sneasler is the best Pokemon just for climbing the ledges like this. Hi, Abra. Bye, Abra. I need to make sure that Braviary is selected. And I know that Kadabra's gonna try to cause some issues if I'm not careful. Yes, I could catch it, but I don't necessarily want to. If that makes sense. So we'll just fly over and... There's a Bronzong. Bronzong will also get aggressive. And park. We've been spotted by a Bronzong. Okay. It's not a Hisuian Braviary, so we still have some time. Start with a Water Pulse. Ooh. Thankfully, Steel is a neutral hit, at least for Walrein, because of the water typing. If it was pure ice, then I would definitely have issues. But look at that Hisuian Braviary. Look at them. They're amazing. And their shiny form is awesome. Like, shiny Hisuian Braviary is one of the best shiny forms I think the Pokemon Company has done in recent memory. And it would be so cool if we could actually get it. Well, okay, they spot me. However, since I'm a little too far back, they're not going to engage. Or at least they're not trying to engage. However, they are wasting my Pokeballs, which is really annoying. There we go. And I don't want to get closer. Come on. get a little closer without you alerting. Well, I got your attention at least. But you didn't react. So, I'll take it. Alright, so that was a bit of a bust. But we're making more progress on the dex entry, which is good. Which is very, very good. Also, I don't need the balls of mud in my inventory. I will admit, I had more trouble with the Bronzong than I did with Braviary, which was kind of nice. Kinda. Alright, so 1, 2. And we caught almost every Pokemon in that outbreak. And yes, I know you could do some sort of permutation method to kind of trick the game into giving you a shiny. I don't do that. It's just not the vibe for me. One and 2. Alright, Levinson, I've got a report for you. Steadily making some money, which is good. And that puts us at rank 8 for Hisuian Braviary, and we also did another dex entry for Bronzong. Or I should say, another research task for Bronzong. Let's return to the village and do a little village maintenance. Starting with the farm. I should also try to find Vesa and see how many spirits I need to get Spiritomb. 33 apricorns and 6 spoiled ones. And I'll just put in another harvest. Alright, so we'll go into missions and requests. And yes, I have a ton of, I've got a ton of quests to do. Which... Okay, I'm gonna check Vesa first. And then I'm gonna finish out the little girl that wants to see Magikarp's dex entry. Because I'm pretty sure I've finished that one by now. And if I haven't, it's kind of sad that I haven't. Why? Because it's Magikarp. Hey, Vesa! 10 more. 10 more, huh? Alright. And then... I could have sworn... Here we go. All about Magikarp. Let's let's talk to Cece and tell her about Magikarp. I know all about Magikarp now. I'm a Magikarp professor. Aww. Senqua said she made those Magikarp statues, but she really wanted to make the Gyarados statue instead. Aww. Yeah, Gyarados can actually fly in this game. And yes, Magikarp can become Gyarados. Does she... Okay, so I've got that got that request done. Ginter, do you have anything? Ooh! The Jet Ball set, which, yes, I use Jet Balls quite a bit, so... And then the Mysterious Cord. That's a linking cable. Or a linking cord. Which in this game can be used to evolve Pokemon that typically evolve through trade. And it's actually a really useful item, and I hope they bring it back. Because it just is that useful. Sorting my inventory so that way I know what I can afford to put in my storage box. And is there anything I particularly want to take out right now? I don't think so. But yeah, just making sure that that's all sorted and nice. And such. And now we'll check on over. Yay! We have satchels now! Granted, they're satchels that the game kind of generates for you, as opposed to other players. But it'll work for now. So, let's head on out and try to snag some satchels. And of course, go through the outbreaks as well. Typically I do the outbreaks first, and then I go back and check the, for the satchel. Alright. I need to borrow Munchlax. And what do we got? Seal! Seal is here! Yay! That makes me really happy. Unfortunately, he's on the other side of the map. So we are going to check out the Luxio outbreak because that's going to give us berries. And then I don't know. So that, yeah, we're gonna have to fly over here. And this will be my second Luxio. I've already completed the line as shiny, so and there's a Luxray in that outbreak too. Make sure. Aw, man. Fine, Luxray, if you want to be a jerk like that. I'll just bring my Garchomp instead. And we'll sneak up a little bit on the Luxio. And just start trying to catch. You are a little too close. Yeah. I know. In my defense, you were too close to me. There. And you still get the berry, regardless on if you defeat or if you catch. So it's not the end of the world. Nice. You are too close. Dang it. I was too low. Thankfully, Garchomp is excellent at handling this. And I genuinely wish that in this game in particular, if you were crouching and you threw a Pokemon into battle, I wish it would return you to that position, so that way your flow would not be interrupted as much. There we go. Okay, that's dipped into berries, which means I don't intend on beating you in the head. If you could just get in the ball, that would be lovely. And can I make it to this grass patch without being spotted? Yay! Yay, because that actually puts me a little bit closer. Arguably, I should have started with this patch to begin with, but I think we did okay. Oh, Luxio. Okay, so now that Luxio is gone, I'm thinking we continue our route, check the Heracross, and then go along the route for Infernape and see what we can find there. So Heracross first. Also, there's a Satchel near one of the outbreaks, so I kind of need to be careful. I don't see any shaking trees either. Okay, that's... Oh, it's right next to a Staravia outbreak too. That's not as ideal, but I wouldn't say no to a shiny right now. So I should not be too concerned about it. So the plan is to grab that and then in that. Is there, there is a grass patch. Yay. And I've been spotted. Lovely. Bringing in Walrein, because Walrein has ice moves. So, that'll knock out these birds as quickly as possible. Granted, if they try to off themselves, that's a different story. Yeah. And ice ball. Way to go, Walrein! Way to go. Now we camp down. And smack in the tail feather. Now, if you could actually, you know, stay in the ball, that would be lovely. But I suppose that would be asking for too much. Ah! There was a second one. So I'm moving back a bit, because I think that second one's gonna spot me. That did not happen. Okay. And the rain's about to clear. So that's only 2 outbreaks. Which is fine. I promise you, well, I shouldn't call you a stupid bird, but I promise you, you don't want to deal with this. Alright, so the report's gone. Let's try to hit one more before the rain clears, and it will be Wimple. So I'm hoping we can get this one before the rain stops. Because Wimples actually run from you, so it's not an awful... It's not an awful outbreak. Okay, so the outbreak stayed because I was flying over it. I don't think we're gonna get very members of the outbreak, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, I know. I missed. And did that one? Yeah, that one's just closer to the sand. Ow! To be fair, I really shouldn't do that too often. No! Ah. Shoot. Okay. Well, I can still check the Infernape. And before we head back. And I did technically hit my 3 outbreak limit, so it's not a complete wash. That's Drifloon. Epom. Ooh, that's a shaking tree. So I need to be careful. Because Chimchar is going to run, and if Infernate gets alerted, we're going to have issues. Oh. Hi. Well, at least you're not shiny, so I can just run from you. Yeah. With no problems. And that is a non-shiny Infernate, so we will head back to camp, clean up around there, and submit our report. And there we go. I did a lot more fighting than I think I wanted, which is unfortunate. We'll sort. And sort you as well. And then, hello, member of the security car. Realistically, I would think you'd be a part of the survey corps, but that's just me. Two, and really small back. 9 gravel, a pebble, and a rock. That checks out. There we go. Don't need to worry about sorting this time. Making sure that the satchel actually gets returned, because you actually get merit points, and then you can spend merit points on stuff like, well, mainly items to evolve Pokemon. That's kind of its primary function. And we actually got a few research tasks done, which is great. We got one for Luxio. Well, 2 for Luxio, actually. We got 1 for Staravia. Staravia is almost perfected, actually. Luxray and Staraptor. So yeah, we are actually making really good progress on the decks. But hopefully we can get a change of pace, because the next area is the Crimson Mirelands, probably the most generous with the encounters I've had. Because if you look on the channel, Shiny Alpha Vespiquen was in the Crimson Mirelands. I've also managed to get Hippowdon as well. And I really want Shiny Alpha Ursaring. So we're gonna be doing at least one Ursaring check, because I know where one of them is. And sure, that's not a very good pin, but it'll work. Because up here there is Alpha Raichu. Yeah, there's Alpha Raichu. So we'll grab this, get out of Raichu's way, and then head down to Ursa's Ring. Because that is where I know that there's an Alpha Ursaring. And we're making sure that it's green. Don't ask me why Ursaring turns green, but it does. Also checking any shaking trees along the way for Burmy. And depending on the area, I think you could also find Cherum as well. Most of the time it's just Burmy though. And we are... It is night, well, nighttime almost into daytime, so this month should be switching over from Ghastly and Haunter to... I believe Stunky now. What alpha was that? Oh. Alpha Ghastly. Okay. That answers that question. And over here in Ursa's Ring, not only will we get Ursaring into the Ursa, but Geodudes as well. That is a non-shiny bear. Yeah, let's head on over and check Sliggoo as well. Also Torterra. So that's a no on Sliggoo. Or any of the Goomies. And Torterra. That's a normal Torterra. And there is a very real chance that we might not get a shiny today at all. Because that's just how the luck goes. Unfortunately. But I'm hoping we get something, because that'll be fun. It's a lot more fun to say that I actually got a shiny today than not. So after this one, I'll check the farm for my harvest. Ooh, Curlia outbreak. Sure. Sure, let's head over to the Curlia outbreak and see. And then, as far as I know, there's also a Satchel there, so we're killing two birds with one stone. Curlia will also run from me, so I need to get prepared. There we go. I can safely say that I am prepared. And the Satchel is right there, too. Well, makes my job easy, I guess. Glalie, just please don't try to attack me. I'd rather not become food today. Ooh, that's enough of a bird, right? And Mamoswine? Nope, that's a normal Mamoswine. Just flying on up. I think this is actually the second outbreak that we've had in this area in particular that's just at the top of the map. Because the Braviary outbreak was one. Come on, Sneasler. I would appreciate it if you did your job. And I really don't want to deal with Kappa right now. Ooh. Okay, let's drop here. And there's so many trees in the way. That's what makes this a little harder. Because I don't want to hit a tree on accident. And yes, Curlia run. Curlia are very skittish. Gardevoir are very skittish. Gallade, on the other hand, is very much not. Very much not, to the point where they will try to attack you. Okay. So far, so good. And we haven't exactly been spotted yet either. Or wait, no. There was one that spotted us. But other than that, we're doing okay. There's that. There's the one over there, but I want to see if it'll come back a little bit. Or if I can get closer to it, one of the two. There. That should be good enough. Yay! Ow! What the heck? Where did that come from? I forget. Sometimes these guys like to do a hit and run. And it's really annoying, actually. I'm just getting an aerial view. Just to try to figure out. Because I don't think the outbreak ended. No, it did not end. So I need to... Where did you go? That, and I also need to... Well, there's the satchel, at least. There. So now that the satchel's been recovered, where the heck? Oh, there you are! And it saw me. However, you're not gone. So, if it breaks out, that's it. Sweet, it didn't break out. Plus, we already got the satchel. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's worth a try. Can't guarantee success, though. I'm setting up with my wall rain, because space-time distortions are gonna get rough. And props to the people who hunt in these things. I just try to survive. I just try to grab my shards and go. And so far it's only Stantler in here. But soon it's going to get a lot scarier and there's not a ton of places to hide in. Unfortunately. But you can get some cool Pokemon here, like Magnemite, Fossils, Caesar. I think all of the evolutions. And that's a shaking tree. So I'm gonna go check it out real quick. Burmy! With the trash cloak. Not shiny though. That would have been nuts if I would have seen it shiny. Barrel. First of all, your back was to me. See, the name of the game is to just kind of sit and wait. And then once it starts, we run like mad. We run like mad, we dodge roll, we try not to die. And so when is this party gonna start? Game? Because yeah, it really doesn't start right away. There we go. So now we're just gonna run around and grab stuff. Whoa! Walrein and Eevee. And Electabuzz. That's a Rapidash. Ow! And a Walrein. An Electorizer, which we can use that to evolve certain Pokemon. And that's also a Duat. Okay. Celio, Rapidash. And I think the Duat's also around. I think. I'm literally just running until this distortion ends. Ow! Ow! Yeah, I need to get out of there. Just for now. Scyther, Alpha Glaceon, and Celio. if I can help it. And also the Duod's here. For some reason. And the Duod is also here. Scyther, Rapidash. That's a Caesar. Hi. I'd appreciate it if you would have, stopped trying to attack me. Hi, Warren. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is not very exciting. I'm interested in not dying, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, out and back in. Ouch. One of the Scythers got me, which is not great. I'd like to recover damage, please. Why are the Eevee aggressive? Well, why is Eevee aggressive? Like, most of Pokemon I understand, but why Eevee? Eevee is supposed to be friend-shaped. Yeah, I'd really rather not. So that's Walrein, Electabuzz, and Scyther, as well as Caesar. It's Celio and Electabuzz. Spotted by anything. Which is awesome. That's 2 Pikachus. Which, don't ask me why Pikachu, but and the distortion ended. So, distortions are also timed. And while we didn't get a shiny out of that, we did get some loot. And I'm very happy that we did. Let's talk to the Galaxy member first. Because I would like to clean up my posture before we get too far ahead of ourselves. And there we go. Pasture is taken care of. Make sure we stash everything. Because I think I can create some star pieces now. Oh, I did not get any red shards from that, unfortunately. So I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I didn't get any red shards from that, which is unfortunate, but I'm not particularly fussed about it. Well, I haven't did. I would like to go back now. That distortion was scary. What would you like to do? Return to the village. And then our last satchel, at least from the set, is in the Cobalt Coastlands. So I will go to the farm first and take care of my harvest. Olza, if you could. It looks looks like a standard harvest, but no spoiled ones this time. Neat. We'll head on back to the front gate and head on out to the Cobalt Coastlands. With a Gyarados outbreak in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Yeah, I'd rather not deal with that, thank you. Let's head to the Cobalt Coastlands first, and then we'll see what happens. Whether we get mass outbreak or just a normal outbreak or what. Now, where's the Satchel? Okay. Oh, it's at Deadwood's Haunt. We can take the long way there. We can just take the long way there. And it's not really a long way considering we're flying over Pokemon and those Pokemon could be shiny. Hello, Alpha Floatzel. And I'm just gonna say for the record that the distorted alpha cries are really unsettling sometimes. And nighttime has come, so we might be able to see Alpha Dusk more. Especially because we're entering its territory. Flume, Drifblim, Duskull. There's the Dusknoir. And even if I set off the Drifloon, it's a straight shot to camp. So we're fine. We're fine. Hi. And we will return to the village, because realistically all we had to do is grab the satchel and we can redeem it in the village. So, it's fine. Lost and found. Turn that in. Alright. Let's see if we get another outbreak as we wait for more satchels to come in. Ooh! Magikarp! Or mass outbreak in the Crimson Islands. I'm gonna say the mass outbreak because we do have a good chance to get some cooler stuff than a Magikarp. And I need to stock. I need to stock up again. There we go. Alright, and Munchlax. What you got for me this time? Hi. Hopefully we have a berry outbreak so that way I can try to replenish, but we'll see. Ooh, we do. We have two. We have Ghastly and then we have Pachirisu. Let's start with Ghastly first, because Ghastly is like literally right there. Now I don't need another shiny Ghastly though. I don't need another shiny Ghastly. And the reason why I don't need shiny Ghastly is because Ghastly is another Pokemon that I've actually completed the line on, and I have one extra, so I don't need a fifth. And also Ghastly get mad if they see you. like that one. And unfortunately, he's in a spot where I can't really hide, which is not great. So I think this might be an outbreak where I'm fighting them more so than catching, which is not my favorite thing in the world. Hello, Haunter. Of course. Haunter is at least cool and kind of cute. Ghastly is okay, and then Gengar is iconic, but its shiny form just isn't great now. And the worst part about that sentiment is that it was great before. I don't want to get closer. I really don't want to get closer. You could just get in the ball, please. Thank you. And the rain is still going, so we might be able to get down to Pachyrisu's outbreak. It depends on how long these ghastly take. There we go. The reported Pokemon are gone. So now we will fly on over to Pachirisu and see if we can get ourselves a pink squirrel. Or something else along the way. I'm just hoping the rain holds out. Now this spot's a little better because I know that there is grass to hide in. So I don't... So as long as I make it there, I can use the grass to hide. Now, Pachirisu, if they spot you, they will try to attack you, and then they will run. They'll basically do a hit and run strat, which they're squirrels, so I shouldn't expect any less. Got you right in the back of the tail. You're a little closer than I'd like, little guy. Stay in the ball, please. Or not, that works too. So at least for the first go round, they will run. They're a little far out, which is not exactly ideal because I can't see most of them. There. Go. Where'd the rest of them go? I didn't think the outbreak actually ended, but it might have. It might have ended. No, no, it didn't end. Where's... it really doesn't help that it's raining. Oh, there you are. You're in the water. Wait, how are you in the water? Hi. I suppose the water isn't too deep, but you're also a squirrel. I didn't think you could swim. Okay, so the rain's about to clear, and we got 2 outbreaks. So I'm just gonna check the Ursa ring and then head back. Here's the Carnivine. And that would be so cool if we could get a shiny Alpha Ursa ring this time around. But no dice. Oh, and before I forget, if you see a Pokemon where a Pokemon outbreak where a alpha typically spawns, the outbreak will come first. So keep that in mind. There, we don't need the grit dust. And just gonna restock so I don't have to worry about it next trip. And then the guy to take care of the pastures is over here. A good haul. Not the best haul in the world, but still a good haul. Still a good haul. And we'll just store everything. Well, not everything, but store all the grid stuff. Laventon, let's get out of here. So Ghastly and then Guard. Oh! Okay. Cool. Very cool. Close to getting a research rank 10 on Garchomp's Dex entry. We'll return to the village, check for satchels, and do it all again. Oh, check the farm. Farm, satchels, check for outbreaks, go from there. I'm really hoping I didn't get any spoiled ones this time, Koza. Nice. And yeah, we got some spoiled ones. Yay. I don't like spoiled apricorns, Koza. I know you can use them to make sticky globs, but I don't like it. Especially because I don't need that many. Here we go. Any satchels? Nope. One of them, a mass. Ooh! A Prinplup outbreak. And Prinplup will actually get aggressive with you if you try to fight. So, or if you try to fight. If they see you. So we're actually going to set up with Chirim before we head over. Oh, and it's close to the Alpha and Polion too. That that could be an interesting experience. Oh boy. But we're just gonna do a leisurely flyby, or at least right now anyway. Checking any sort of tree that is shaking. Hi, Beautifly. You don't need to get mad at me. I'm not trying to steal your food or anything. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm just trying to get somewhere. And something's mad. I assume it's like Paris or something. And there's our outbreak. Now, if you notice the ore spot behind it, that is most likely going to be a member of the Geodude line. So, Geodude, Graveler, stuff like that. You can also get Bergamite in certain areas. And I think there's one... Oh yeah, Bronzor. You can also get Bronzor in certain areas. Oh... One of these guys is an alpha. Yep. Well, that's not scary at all. And he's mad. To the point where the guy unrelated to him is mad. What the heck? Charm's sun form, which the only thing that changes in the sun form is the cherries on the top of its head. Game Freak, why would you do that to a Pokemon whose transformation sequence is dependent on the weather? Just out of curiosity. Because it's not a good look. Like, yes, Charm is very cute, but the shiny form leaves a little bit to be desired. I'd really rather not deal with Bubbles. There we go. I'm going into my Rose Raid this time because I like Rose Raid shiny. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love it. And anyone who says it's a bad shiny can fight me. Buddy, can we not and say that we did? Please. Ah, crud. Ah, crud. Got a flying move. It's not great. What the heck? What is with this Prinplup? It's like, it's one of them. So I'm backing up. I'm risking getting seen by Acelio. Okay. Okay, I think we're fine now. Because I am actually in the grass. I am hidden. Granted, if he alerts... Ah, crud. The alpha actually alerted. You hate to see it. Battle Dance. already. Rose Raid. Why are you missing Pebble Dance? I know it's not the most accurate move to begin with, but still. And why are you missing Energy Ball? Energy Ball's supposed to be 100% accurate. The heck? This game is really not liking me right now. Okay, Pedal Dance. Finally. And we're going to heal because that took way too much damage than I wanted. Also to make sure that you have enough power points on Energy Ball. There. What the heck? You guys are all the way over there! Purple just doesn't like me today, apparently. Thankfully it's not doing a ton of damage, but still. I'm flabbergasted, and I don't like this. Because again, I'm running the risk of being spotted by another Pokemon that I really don't want to get spotted by. But if I'm too far away, I risk hitting the ground. But if I'm too high, I run the risk of missing entirely. So, yeah, this spot is just not a good spot. Unfortunately, and these penguins are not... penguins are not helpful. I'm happy that we've at least caught a couple. I wasn't even targeting you! Granted, you were next, but still. And this is why I kind of wish that if you chucked a Pokeball out and you were crouched, I wish the game that would be set up in such a way that you would remain crouched. But no. Apparently not. Also, I wish you could use random trees as cover. Like, well, to a lesser extent, the apricorn and the berry trees. I wish you could use those as cover as well. So if there's anybody watching on Team for ZA, please take notes. If you're going to do if you're going to make it similar to this game in particular, because I really shouldn't have to be getting this close to a Primplub. And even if it doesn't catch, if it sees me, it's going to fight me. There we go. Well, that was a bust. But it could have been worse. Yeah, we did worse than I thought we did. Oh. Well, that bites. That is not a pleasant feeling. There. Alright, 11-10. Yeah, that's not a good feeling at all. Let's head back. Dropping a save, because I can. No satchels. So this probably turns into more of an outbreak stream, which is fine. And we're going to the Crimson Myrlands again, because that thing on outbreak's going to be a pain in the butt. Because in the Cobalt Coastlands, a good chunk of the Pokemon are actually on the water, so you have to use Basculegion. And I'm sorry, but as much as I like Basculegion, it is difficult to use. Alright, Munchlax, what do we get this time? Carnivine, that is a guaranteed alpha. Bonsley, that's guaranteed a second stage as well. Petalil, Teddiursa, Krogunk, Bronzor. I think we're gonna start with the Teddiursa outbreak, because then I could possibly get a green bear. And if I get a green bear, then I can train it up, and I can turn it into an Ursaluna, and then I can put that Ursaluna in Scarlet and Violet. Why? Because I'm actually working on a sand team, and Ursaluna would actually be a very good damage dealer for that. And then I do want to do Petalil as well, because Petalil is cute. Petalil is very cute. But I'm probably not gonna have the best hiding spot over here. Actually, maybe. Because again, if I could just use the trees as cover. And yes, one already alerted. So he's gonna bolt. Because Teddiursa will run from you. Ursaring and Ursaluna won't. Right in the back of the head. Because look at them, they are so cute. Ah. Well, it was your fault for standing in the grass, little guy. And yeah. It's your fault for coming this way. That's an Ursa ring. Okay. And that is one outbreak done. Cool. So then we will go up to Petalil and see what we can find there. I just want to find my little pin marker so it's easier to travel. There's the Petalils. Is there a grass patch? No, in this area there is no grass patch. So I need to be very careful. And be a little bit sneaky. And not hit the rocks. There. An opening. That's a Hisuian Lilligant. There we go. Oh, and she's mad. Why? Why are you mad? I'm still gonna catch you anyway, cause... Ow! Cause you're technically a new Dex member, and you're also as tall as me. Okay. Usually I use heavy balls for this situation, but I have more ultra balls on hand. So, yeah, we're just gonna try and catch you. Thank you for being so polite about it. And there's the alpha version. Oh my gosh. What? My shiny luck might be awful at this moment. But dear God. That is so cool. Don't you dare. Oh, frick. Really? Alright, here we go. 78? Oh, wow. Hey, that's a me move. And you're poisoned. Yeah, Roserade not going to survive that. That's fine. Bring in Ninetales. So Ninetales is definitely moving faster. There we go. I was just trying to catch Petalils. That was... Oh. Was not expecting that to happen today. Okay. And... There we go. Roserade's taken care of. Brainstorm may go on for a little longer, that's fine. It's fine, and actually I would like it to go on for a little longer, because that gives me more opportunities. Petalil, you're in the mud. You're in the mud, little one. You shouldn't be in the mud. Thank you for getting out of the mud. Well, that just didn't work. There. Okay. Nice. Pedalo. New horde. Oh gosh! Ah! Well, that happened. Haha! Can I traverse in the mud? I can traverse in the mud, I just can't crouch. Which is not my favorite thing in the world, actually. Ah. How? Wait, hold on. Did something else? Like, something else spotted me, but I'm not getting attacked by anything. Okay, based on that reaction, I think I know who spotted me. I just need to be a little careful. And why is my screen flickering? There. There. Stay in the balls. Please. God damn it. Alright, Vespa Queen, it's time to show her who the real queen is. Agile style plus combat? Oh, jeez. Good to know. Air slash. Good work, Vespa Queen. Thank you, Vespa Queen. And the reported Pokemon is gone. So, at least I got some more progress on the Dex entries, because, yeah, that was scary. This Lilligant is not something to be trifled with. Oh. Oh, wow. Victory Dance? Leaf Storm, Petal Dance, and Close Combat. Oh dear lord. And then... Wait. How does the Alpha one have a worse moveset? Huh. Interesting. Well, you're not shiny, so unfortunately I'm going to release you. Whew. That was scary. But thankfully we made it out alive. And yeah, blocks and the gravel. Sort that out. Sort that out. Sort this real quick. Alright, Lavington. It's time to go back. It's time to go back. And we are getting close to calling it, so I am going to check for more satchels. And we're going to do one more set if we don't have satchels. That makes sense. Oh, wow. We've already got it at research level 6? Okay. Okay. Lovely. Oh, I clicked the wrong button there. So we're actually gonna go back to the village. I'm gonna do one last satchel check. And then if we don't have any satchels to go collect, then I'm going to do one more outbreak check. And if we don't have any outbreaks, I'm going to call it. So, first, satchel check. One satchel. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to the Coronet Highlands. And we've got a massive mass outbreak in the Coronet Highlands too. You'll love to see it. Okay. I'm going to go to the mountain camp. Mainly because that's what I'm most comfortable with. Oh. We're gonna load. We're gonna load up on more wing balls. And I need help. Yes. Munchlax, do the thing! Thank you. Alright, what do we got? Rhydon with a guaranteed second stage, Geodude with berries, Gabite and Hippopotas with the second stage. I'm thinking, well, first things first, berries. First. And if we get a golden nugget, we get a golden nugget. And then after that, we'll check out Gligar. Making sure that Roserade is ready to go. Sneasler, because Sneasler can actually climb that ledge just fine. And they see me. That is a problem. That's a problem. So after this fight, it's not a hard fight. It's just I don't want to deal with Geodude trying to attack me. So, can I start running? Because at some point, I'm going to get far enough away that I can't give orders to Roserade. So, if I can start moving... Oh, actually, hang on, over here. Yeah. Granted, the tree's in the way, but... I'm far enough back that I can give orders, still. Venoshock. And my plan seems to have worked. If I can actually get to the other grass patch, that would be even better. Just gotta stay far enough back that they don't get suspicious of me. And we made it. Sweet. The fact that that qualified as backstrike, I love it. So we got the one that I wanted the most. So now we're just gonna go and check out Gligar. Because Gligar's actually got a really cool shiny. The pink parts actually end up turning blue. And Gligar's score is also a really cool shiny. Where's the grass patch? Here's the grass patch. And crud, they know. Walrein, help! No! Bad Walrein! I didn't want you to grab the item. I wanted you to attack. Focus on the one target. And ice ball. Warren's taking a fair bit of damage. Crouch. Good. Do not see me. I'm going to heal up real quick just to make sure that Walrein stays alive. Go. Well, that was quick. I want to try and get to that Clefairy outbreak. I can't promise I'll get there before the rain ends, though. There's the Alpha Gly score. Up. Up, Sneasler. Where? Oh. It's all the way over here? Suppose so. Well, the rainstorm might go on for a bit. That's good. I actually don't remember if Clefairy will run or not. Where's... oh. Here we go. So we're just gonna sneak into this grass patch here and start chucking Pokeballs. Fable! Sweet! A new Dex entry! These guys are a little difficult to catch. Not by much, though. I might want to use actually, yeah. Gonna try and use a honey cake just to see if I can get him a little closer. It worked. It worked. And apparently one of the research tasks is to give food. So, bonus. And all the way up there. Come on, just stay in the ball. There we go. And just as the rain ended. Good timing. Now we'll just grab the satchel and call it a day. And yes, I do know that I noticed that there was one more Clefairy, but we didn't really need to catch it. The fact that we are so high up is just really cool. There we go. And since we're literally right next to a camp, we'll just head there. Talk to the guy. You guys kind of know the drill by now. This was not from the outbreak. I just wanted to. I want that to be known. And ironically enough, I've been drawing since that Geodude. So, unfortunately. At least Geodude is a good shiny. Graveler, on the other hand, not so much, but Geodude's good. Geodude is very good shiny. And just making sure that I'm prepared for the next time I go in. That one's taken care of. And I need to offload because I just released a bunch of Pokemon. Plus, Walrein picked up something that I didn't want him to grab. There we go. And Leventon. But that was kind of a really nice way to end things off. And with Clefable, we're already at research rank 4. alpha clefable is a thing? Okay. That's kind of a scary thought, actually. Oh well. And nice. And that was a really good haul in terms of research points, because I am working towards the last star as well. Oh, but on that note, since there are no more satchels to find, we're gonna drop a save. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Please make sure to leave a follow and ring that notification bell, so you'll be notified the next time I go live. On the YouTube channel, make sure to like, comment, and sub over there so you don't miss a recap. VODs are typically up within 1 to 2 days, depending on if I actually remember or not. If you're feeling particularly generous, I do have a Ko-Fi link in the About section of the Twitch channel and in the description of the YouTube videos. A link to a portfolio of D&D Homebrew, which there was a new piece added as of last night, so please check that out. And if you guys are feeling generous, a friend of a friend by the name of Neon is going through some financial difficulties at the moment. If you would like to make a donation directly to him, there is a link to his PayPal in the About section of the Twitch channel and in the description of the YouTube videos. You don't have to do any of the donations, but we would appreciate it if you did. Next stream should be Saturday with coffee. I think I'm going to go back to Scarlet and Violet for Saturday and continue to work on pseudomethoding some of